Welcome, viewers. You are watching our channel, where we bring you the most important developments from Pakistan and around the world. Fact-based, sharp, and to the point. Today's story is once again centered around a single statement, but its political shockwaves are much larger than the words themselves. A simple expression of gratitude toward Donald Trump has triggered a strong public backlash, reopening debates on public opinion, foreign policy alignment, and political legitimacy in Pakistan. And as always, the real question is not just what was said, but how the public responded. For the past few days, a statement attributed to political leadership expressing thanks to Donald Trump over diplomatic engagement has been circulating widely. What was expected to be a routine foreign policy statement quickly turned into a national controversy. Because in Pakistan's current political environment, even a single sentence can reshape the media narrative. And this time, it did exactly that. Viewers, public opinion is not static. It is constantly evolving, shaped by collective wisdom, political discourse, and media narrative. Immediately after the statement surfaced, popular sentiment on social media shifted sharply. Hashtags began trending, and grassroots voices from across the country expressed public dissatisfaction, questioning the direction of foreign policy and regime acceptance. Opinion polling is still developing on the issue, but early indications suggest a divided public mandate debate, where changing public perception is becoming the central political battlefield. Critics argue that thanking Donald Trump at a time of global instability sends the wrong signal, especially when geopolitical tension is already high due to the Iran-US conflict, ongoing Iran negotiations, and broader U.S. foreign policy decisions in the region. Supporters, however, claim it reflects diplomatic representation and pragmatic engagement with superpower pressure. But the divide is now visible in every layer of political discourse. The backlash has pulled nearly every major political figure into the conversation. Shehbaz Sharif's government authority is being questioned by opposition circles, while Imran Khan's supporters are framing the issue as part of a long-standing debate on political legitimacy and foreign alignment. Meanwhile, Asim Munir's name has also surfaced in discussions related to diplomatic engagement and state authority, with critics arguing that Pakistan's foreign policy direction lacks clarity. And at the center of it all is Donald Trump, whose name continues to dominate political reactions far beyond the United States. Foreign policy statements, once routine diplomatic language, are now being analyzed through the lens of leadership credibility and regime acceptance. Inside Pakistan, this controversy has quickly turned into a governance debate. The current regime is facing renewed questions about political acceptance in Pakistan and whether its governance decisions truly reflect public mandate. Political opposition leaders are calling it a disconnect between state authority and public sentiment, arguing that decisions made at the diplomatic level are not aligned with grassroots voices. In Pakistan's political system, such moments often intensify long-standing tensions between political opposition and ruling structures, and this case is no different. Now shifting to the broader picture, the timing of this controversy is critical. The Iran-US conflict remains unstable, with failed Iran negotiations, rising sanctions on Iran, and increasing geopolitical tension across the region. Diplomatic mediation efforts are ongoing, but trust between major powers is weakening. In this environment, even symbolic foreign policy gestures are being interpreted as alignment choices. Questions are now being raised. Is Pakistan maintaining a neutral foreign policy stance, or is it gradually being pulled into superpower pressure dynamics? Regional conflict narratives are already sensitive, and this incident has added another layer of complexity. While political debate intensifies, the ground reality in Pakistan remains difficult. Inflation in Pakistan continues to rise, with electricity crisis, load shedding, and rising electricity prices adding to economic hardship. Capacity charges linked to IPPs, independent power producers, remain a major burden, while fuel prices and cost of living crisis continue to pressure consumers. Businesses are reporting decline in commercial activity, reduced working hours, and overall market disruption. Small business struggles are becoming more visible, along with rising unemployment pressure and income loss. For ordinary citizens, the focus is no longer ideological. It is survival concerns, daily life struggle, and basic necessities affordability. This is where public frustration becomes politically explosive. Pakistan's energy crisis is once again at the center of public debate. Electricity load shedding, power shortages, and infrastructure inefficiency continue to fuel public dissatisfaction. High utility costs are directly linked to economic stress on citizens, and many argue that energy policy failure has become a long-term governance challenge. And in such an environment, even foreign policy statements are judged through the lens of public hardship. Viewers, what we are witnessing is not just political disagreement, it is narrative contrast. On one side, governments talk about diplomatic representation and international relations. On the other side, citizens highlight economic hardship, public dissatisfaction, and daily struggles. Citizen reporting and alternative perspectives are now shaping political storytelling more than official statements. And this brings us to the core question of today's story. When public opinion, collective wisdom, and public mandate appear increasingly disconnected from political messaging, what defines political legitimacy? Should foreign policy decisions prioritize diplomatic alignment, or should they reflect changing public perception and grassroots voices? We leave this question for you. Share your opinion in the comments. If you want to stay updated with the latest developments, both national and international, make sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and stay connected with us. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you in the next update.